Hey folks, how's it going? I'm doing a follow-up on a tobacco tin problem I had with this can of tobacco, and I got a lot of great suggestions from you guys. So I hadn't smoked it yet. I actually haven't even opened the tin yet, so I thought I'd do that here and cover a couple things. Smoking a pipe from Denmark. It doesn't have a name on it, so it's obviously probably just another cheap pipe I must have picked up somewhere. Smoking some IRC King's Oriental. It's from Iwan Rise and Company out of Chicago, Illinois. There's just the plain package. I think I might have gotten this is a free sample from Pipes and Tobacco magazine for doing a subscription a few years back. They used to give out free tobacco, and they may still do that from time to time. That was just kind of one of the perks of getting a new subscription. So anyway, in my last video, I forgot to put down, but I'll go back and redo it. The show notes on the pipe I was smoking. It was a Stanwell, and what I thought was a name underneath it because it was kind of worn, but I got a magnifying glass out and looked it up, and it was actually a number. And I'm not that familiar with the Stanwell pipes, but I guess they have a numbering system, and the name under the Stanwell was REGO number 969-48. So obviously they're made in series or something. I'll have to do maybe some research on pipes from Stanwell. But if you guys know anything about it, let me know. It'd be nice to know a little bit of history behind the pipes I have. So, well, let me get into this can, let you guys see it. It was bowed up before, and I had poked a hole in it, and I don't know how long it's been since I've done that. It could have been a few months because I wanted to get some kind of topper on it. I probably should have left the bow and not have punctured it. But you can see it's flat. So anyway, I don't know if that's too dry or not. I'll give it a try here on the next video since I'm already smoking a bowl. But we'll see how it tastes. I'm going to go ahead and close it up here. I thought it might be too dry. I'm going to try it and see how it tastes before I do this, but I did get a little jar with a seal, a nice rubber seal, and my idea was to, if it is dry, is to transplant it into this thing and use one of these small humidifier discs with like a little stone inside, and I thought I'd just put the stone inside of a top of medicine cap and then place it on top of tobacco so the wet little stone doesn't shoot all the moisture straight down tobacco, but let it gradually fill it up inside the jar to make it humidified. I did some research online on how to store tobacco and how to revive tobacco. So this is probably nothing new to you guys, but these jars with the seals are probably one of the better ways to go, but it seems like one of the main methods people are using are just mason jars. And so I went and picked up a package of, I think it was a dozen mason jars. It was like $10 for, I think it's an 8-ounce jar. And I've transplanted all my tobacco into those mason jars and put them in a closet in my house, and so they're dark and in a cool area. So either the mason jars or maybe this will be seems to be the better way to go. One thing I didn't see on when people store their tobaccos, because they're probably fairly moist when they do this, but some of mine are getting to where they've kind of dried out a bit, and because I don't get the smoke all year round, it's so warm in Texas that from like May to August, the last thing you want to do is step outside, unless you're going to your car and going to the store. It's just, 100 degrees. It's pretty miserable, and I don't get the luxury of smoking in my home, just for respect out of my family, and I don't have a patio or something, so I have to like go find somewhere or blast the AC and drive with the window cracked if I really want to get the smoke. So if you guys have transplanted tobacco into a mason jar, are these little stones, do you guys use these, or is that maybe a good way of trying to help reviving? I have seen some people use like a piece of paper towel that they'll just barely wet and lay on top of the jar and then close it and leave it for they say a day or two, or maybe have to do that 2 or 3 different times. I put distilled water into this stone instead of tap water, because I think I had read somewhere before it's better to use distilled water because of all the chemicals out of tap water and chlorine and stuff. So be curious to hear if maybe some of the dry tobaccos that I have in mason jars that aren't as moist as I'd like, is this stone maybe the way to go? So anyway, appreciate your thoughts and your comments, and always thanks for watching and subscribing. Appreciate it, guys. See you next time.